For a while now, I've been stuck using the M4A1. It has been my go-to weapon for Warzone. It's been my go-to weapon for anything Call of Duty related. The M4 and probably the P90. Now there is a new kid on the block that I was completely and utterly wrong about. The GRAU 5.56 is hands down the best gun in Call of Duty. It has great recoil control, especially if you kit it out just right, and we'll go over that later in the video. So stick around to the end of the video to find out about that. The damage that it outputs, it's absolutely nuts, man. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how the GRAU jumped up to the top of my list, and how the GRAU and how I use it, and what attachments I use, and all that kind of good stuff. The best way to play with this gun is coming up in this video, so stay tuned. If you like the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, leave a thumbs down. With all that said, let's get into it. The setup that I run on this, and I'm pretty sure it's standard by now that everyone runs this specific setup on this gun, but to get into it, we've got the monolithic suppressor. It adds some sound suppression and damage range. The aiming on sight speed and the aim walking steadiness kind of gets decreased, but it's not noticeable enough. You know, obviously with any gun, this attachment doesn't really slow you down that much, just like any of the other suppressors. So that's good to have on there for, staying quiet and keeping your range up. Next up, we got the Tempest 26.4 inch Archangel barrel for that damage range, velocity, bullet velocity, recoil control, all good pluses. But then you got some ADS speed, takeaway, and some movement speed takeaway. Again, negligible. This barrel here is very, very comparable to the Grenadier barrel on the M4. They're almost the exact same thing. This one gives you a little bit more accuracy and a little bit more range, but other than that, they're basically the same thing. But what makes this gun so special is the other attachments that you're putting on it. It's going to just make this one shine even more. And again, you lose some ADS speed, but that's not really a big deal. Hip fire and then ADS, and then you got the tac laser for that aim down sight speed increase, so it kind of negates the ADS takeaway from the other two attachments. Then you got some aiming stability and aiming walk steadiness. Laser is visible to enemies. That is one thing to keep out or keep an eye on. I ADS all the time, and when you ADS, that's when that laser becomes visible, and people are just like, oh, there's a dude right there, oh, there's a dude right there, oh, there's a dude around the corner. It happens, but as long as you're staying kind of concealed, aim at a wall. If you're pre-aiming, aim at a wall or the doorway, and then when you see your target, boom, snap onto him real quick. If you're quick with it like that. But this is a really good laser to have. It makes this gun an absolute, pun unintended, laser beam. And then we got the Commando foregrip. You can run the Merc foregrip if you're going to be hip firing at all, or if you want to run the Ranger foregrip. It does grant a little bit more aiming stability, but then you're completely taking away your ADS speed there. The Operator foregrip is also another good one, but the one that gives the best benefit is the Commando foregrip, because as you can see, the accuracy bumps up a lot and the control bumps up a lot from its base. So this is the best one to have. And then you've got the 60 round mags. Who doesn't love more bullets? So this is what you want to be using for spraying down enemies, especially at longer distances, because this gun has the range. If you let it be what it is, it has the range. Just trusting yourself, trusting the weapon to put you on target and to get you pumping out bullets. So, and even if your enemy's like maybe 50 meters away behind a wall or something like that, just fire, dude. Don't say, oh, I might not hit him, so I'm gonna try to maneuver myself a little bit. No, this gun will do what you want it to do. As long as you give it the time it needs to treat you right, this gun will do what you need it to do. So that's the setup that I have on this gun. It's great. You don't really need an optic, because this Archangel barrel has amazing iron sights. It's the crispiest iron sights that you will ever see on a gun. It's so clean, and it handles well. You got really good range, you got really good accuracy, you're really great control. This is probably one of the highest control guns in the game as far as I know. The M4A1 has amazing control as well. They're pretty neck and neck there. The M13, if you kit it out just right, it also has great accuracy and control as well. In the background, you guys will find some gameplay of me using the GRAU. It is in multiplayer, but the effectiveness of this weapon does translate on over into Warzone, and I honestly feel like sometimes it's more consistent in Warzone. Not to say that it's not extremely consistent in the multiplayer, but in Warzone, like, you can laser beam people from across the map and it's perfectly fine. In Warzone, sometimes, like, it just really, in multiplayer, it really just depends on where the enemy is and what they're hiding behind. Also, the bullet penetration damage on this gun is amazing. You can wallbang people from like 30-40 meters away with ease. So yeah, in the background, you'll see that gameplay. I absolutely wreck people with this weapon, like 3 games back to back, just put up mad numbers, like 45 kills, 37s, 40s, 50s. I banged it out real quick. It's this gun reminds me a lot of the ACR from Modern Warfare 3. Do you guys remember how good that weapon was? Yeah, that's exactly what it reminds me of. It's just super, and it's not that it looks like it or anything like that. And I know people are like, oh, the M13 is basically the ACR, or I'm sorry, the Kilo is basically the ACR. No, this gun definitely feels, it has the energy that the ACR brought from Modern Warfare 3, that just like, I'm snapping on people, That's what this gun brings to the table. But yeah. The best playstyle for this gun, even in Warzone, is probably going to be your run and gun style players, or your like tactical, I see 2 people here, run around here. It's good for run and gun, it's good for tactical play, and it just performs so well that you really don't even have to think about it. This is one of those guns that just, anyone who picks it up, it just naturally will come to them. I am a run and gun type of person, as you see in the gameplay behind you in the video, but I don't think that campers can even use this gun. Campers could use this gun easy, no questions about it. The range that this gun has, it's like a sniper rifle on steroids. Make sure you guys are using this to your advantage though. Pair it with like a sniper, pair it with a shotgun, especially if you're playing smaller maps. It's good basically with anything. Pistols, if you want to run the dual wield Renettis, it's really good for that as well. I personally run this in the AX50 with a thermal sight. Puts in work. If you don't land on your shots, pull out your sniper away from the peak again, boom, dead. Yeah, this gun just definitely makes sense for people who want to do good, who want to be better at Call of Duty, and it's the king of the hill now. It definitely has taken the spot for my favorite weapon in the game, and I didn't see it coming at all. So if you tried out this setup, let me know. If you tried out the setup, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how you're liking the GRAU, if you think it's a little bit too overpowered, if you think it's underpowered, which it definitely is. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I personally think it's the best gun in the game now. I've seen the light. I have seen the light. I have come to my senses. And also, if you were part of that 80% of people who watch these videos who isn't subscribed, now's a really great time to get subscribed. I have completely doubled down on uploading content over the next month or so. I will have a consistent upload schedule. I'm going to try to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if not every day of the week. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Streamer links link down below if you need that. But yeah, I definitely appreciate the support. You guys are amazing. The views have been popping up, and I do this for you guys. Like, honestly, I'm out here to help you learn from my mistakes when it comes to playing Call of Duty. Learn from me, from someone who just kind of hopped on the scene and is now understanding the inner workings of the game. Definitely you want to get subscribed to stay up to date with that. And with all that being said, I'm not man enough to admit when I was wrong about a weapon or when I'm wrong about anything. I was 100% wrong about the GRAU 5. GRAU? Gray? No, GRAU. We'll go with GRAU. I'm not man enough to admit when I was wrong, and I was 100% wrong about this. Everybody was posting their videos and was like, yeah, it's cool, but like, it's not better than the M4A1. And I take back everything that I said bad about this gun. It absolutely shreds, and you guys will see that in the gameplay, how I'm just popping off on people. But yeah, I'm gonna be using this a lot. I'm gonna be doing a lot of testing in Warzone. I will have a bunch of videos coming up about just trying out every gun in Warzone, to see how they fare and see how, you know, they play out. And, you know, I'll have videos explaining each one in depth, so expect that over the next few weeks. I'm gonna start with all of the assault rifles, and then I think I'll do all of the SMGs, and then just move down the list from there, and just do testing and see how, you know, consistent they are, and whether or not, you know, the different builds that I try are worth using in Warzone. So stick with that, or stay up to that, and what am I saying? Stay tuned for that. And if you liked the video, again, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave a thumbs down. I completely understand, but it helps me understand where I'm at in YouTube, you know, on this whole YouTube journey, and it helps me make better content for you guys. It gives me feedback. All feedback is good feedback. Follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/mojoey, mojoeytv now. Sorry, changed it. Follow me over on Twitch @mojoeytv. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram @mojoeytv. Everywhere now you can find me, it'll be @mojoeytv. Also, streamer links will be in the link below. That'll take you to everywhere where you can find me on the internet. And with all that being said, thank you for watching. You guys have a great day. Peace.